Okay, so I haven't made a video in a bit, but let's talk about the Xenoverse 2 collab. So with the Xenoverse 2 collab, I don't know if they're gonna do it every year this at this time slot, but this is actually I think impactful because there are some really cool moments that I think we don't have from Xenoverse that we could get in Dokkan. I guess I don't keep up heavily with Xenoverse 2, but this was the only one I could remember off the top of my head. If you guys know, it's like Future Gohan plus Blue Goku. This was a really cool scene. They like fight together and do like the father son Kamehameha. Like that is obviously like I think that could be a really cool character we get like a tag Blue Goku and Future Gohan. I think Dokkan loves Gohan. These games love Gohan, but Future Gohan especially has gotten three like December LRs. Oh no, not three December LRs. He's gotten three time slots that should be like Carnival LRs, but one was the AGL LR Future Gohan and Trunks, which like they existed in a Carnival LR slot before Carnival LRs existed, and then we got obviously STR Carnival LR Future Gohan during Worldwide 2023, and then we got the most recent one, the revive into Trunks. And this collab, I mean, we could see stuff like that. I'm not, like I said, I don't know a lot of like Xenoverse 2 like lore and like cool moments off the top of my head, but like we could see like a Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Villain. Look at these names, the way Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Heroes just do it, like Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Super Villain Goku Black. Like this is, I mean, it's honestly kind of shocking to me that Dragon Ball Legends dropped this and Dokkan didn't. Like I would have expected them to do like a both Dokkan Fest on one banner, or them just drop like another LR that's this character. But you know, they dropped like Ultra Villain Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and they didn't drop this. Like this has to be coming at some point, surely. Like this is probably arguably more hype than a God Vegeta Ultra Villain. Super Saiyan Rose is a very beloved form. People love Rose, I think. But he has definitely been disrespected in Dokkan. I think I made a video about it, but he is a very disrespected character in Dokkan, and it's like I think Super Saiyan Rose could definitely get a character, and it's like this guy getting his LR. Like this is the first ever collab LR because I mean I didn't have the Dokkan wiki pulled up, even though it's a bit better than the Dokkan info site when it comes to looking at characters. And the reason I didn't is because they don't have the God Vegeta on here yet. Like it's not updated. Like okay, if we look at like characters, the crossover characters have always been quote unquote Dokkan Fest. You know what they mean? They get Dokkan events, but they're not quite the cost of a Dokkan Fest, and they're not like proper Dokkan Fest banners. You know what I mean? They're just Dokkan Fest in every way except the banner and the cost. Like they are Dokkan Fest though, and it does suck a bit. They are continuing this pattern of restricting the character a lot to the crossover team. They did that with this Vegeta here. He has crossover or Realm of Gods, and then right here he has just crossover restriction. That sucks, and I really hope they stop doing that because that would just help. Like, because imagine like super villain, like we get a Dark Janimba or something like that. Janimba's link set is actually like okay. Let's look at the crossover category because like I was saying, no LRs we get here. But like look at like okay, Dark King Demigra. Let's look at him. He's on Realm of Gods, Demonic Power, Resurrected Warriors, Time Shower, Story Figure. I guess he's not on a lie. He's not on a lie. That's not. It's not a good example. He's still on Demonic Power, Realm of Gods, Resurrected Warrior. Like Demonic Power, Villain Team, Story Figure. It's a bit of a mix, but it's never had like. I feel like we're gonna get when we get our Dokkan Fest like Demon King Piccolo, he's gonna be like Story Figure, Demonic Power, like those kind of leader skills in there. And like imagine like a Dark King Demigra with big bad bosses and all these links, fear and faith, fierce battle, like just doing all this crazy stuff. But like you just can't because these characters are just so like restricted. When there's another crossover, I guess this. I mean, for the example I gave, this is like good because this is crossover or demonic powers. So I guess Dark King Demigra would be chilling, right? When all is like in the same turn or extreme class, he gets 20%. Like he would actually be able to be fine. I guess then I guess he's not a good example then. And I believe, yeah, actually, you're not restricted either, are you? Yeah, you have no restrictions. You just make your orbs and then you like get them. Who is a character that has restrictions I can think of? Well, obviously, like the main characters, like these guys, like three or more characters on the team, or ally whose name includes Xeno, like the main actual characters are restricted. But I don't think it matters that this guy and where is he? Like this guy are like restricted because in my opinion, like they are like yeah, like this is the issue. This is the issue. Like we have a golden metal cooler which obviously wants to be run next to all these villains. You know what I mean? Like he's got like this strongest cannon space, shocking speed. I guess not really shocking speed, but strongest cannon space, auto regeneration, deficit boost. Like these are links that are like pretty much exclusive to the coolers, and like we just are not getting the metal coolers. They're exclusive to the metal coolers, and it's like we can't like look at the names. We get metal cooler, metal cooler, metal cooler army. It's like there are not like this link is so restrictive to like when we're talking about running the coolers, the Wicked Bloodline team. This link is so restrictive that pretty much any relevant character who gets this link is gonna have the same exact name. Like the only way to link like and get this active is to run multiple metal coolers, and it's like they can't just like uh like they can't just run like you can't run the metal coolers and link with each other. So it's like the odds of us having two relevant metal coolers who are somehow not the same name goes up drastically when we have this guy who's like golden metal cooler. But guess what? You can't run him on the Wicked Bloodline team because he has random crossover restriction per crossover category ally, and it's just like that's actually so frustrating. I definitely like that is a big issue I think with these crossover characters that Dokkan has is that they continuously restrict him to the crossover team, which is really, really, really annoying. But I think the reason they do that is because they don't want like people to like see like Dokkan runs, and they want the game to seem like legitimate. Basically, if you're running a like proper team, they don't want you to be running like oh, the GT Hero team, and it's like grade 8 power, and then I have like Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, and they're like, what the fuck? Why is Super Saiyan 4 Vegito there? Because it does make it look like it makes the team look less legitimate and kind of like a fake. Like the team kind of looks like you're running like a BS mobile game that like uh, is just like a ripoff when this is an official Bandai game. So I think it definitely does hurt the view of the game from like a new player's perspective if they see gameplay and they see like Dark King Demigra and Warrior in Black, Xeno Pan, Super Saiyan God Trunks, Android 21. Like they see stuff like that and their immediate like thoughts, I think definitely move towards like this is not like a super like official game. Like this is more of like a knockoff. I guess my main point here though was that I think it is actually still like a positive because I mean like uh we could definitely be getting like just like I hate that I don't know this. Xenoverse 2 is like a big thing that I'm like off about. Like I do not know a lot about Xenoverse 2. But I just think I'm fairly certain there is a lot from Xenoverse 2, not just Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Villain Goku Black, not just Ultra Villain God Vegeta, but like I said, that moment, the future Gohan and Blue Goku, father son Kamehameha, their fight together. Like there are moments like that from Xenoverse that we could get represented in Dokkan. That would be really, really cool. And so honestly, I just wanted to make this video just to say like I am very glad that they did this. Despite that, I'm gonna stop you right there and I'm gonna say Dokkan is still in the worst state it's ever been in Dokkan history. I wouldn't say maybe not even in Dokkan history, but like arguably because it's probably been in the worst state it's been since like I don't know the third anniversary, prior to the third anniversary, I have to imagine, because the difficult content sucks. And nothing like I saw a tweet from the Truth DT that said, "Oh, we'll forgive Geppy if he drops, Dokkan Fest Demon King Piccolo for Golden Week." It's like I'm gonna stop you right there. We are not forgiving anything until all this limited time content goes away because every release in this entire year means nothing. It actually means nothing whatsoever if we do not get actual difficult content to run the units in. And the second they do that, I will shape up and say, "Yep, yes sir, Geppy, you're better than Amatsu. Yes sir, you are." But I just can't, because it's like the temporary difficult content is just, it's abhorrent. And we're just like, we're steadily creeping. I mean, people don't want to talk about it. We're steadily creeping towards what you call it, we're steadily creeping towards the easy A's for characters like Blue Goku and Vegeta, the Dokkan Fest LR, the easy A for I guess like super easy A for like AGL, LR Gohan, basically like these characters with these notoriously bad active skill conditions, and it's like still there's nowhere in sight that, especially on Super Easy A, which only changes passives, there's nowhere in sight that these conditions are ever going to get changed. So it's just, it is looking so like Dokkan right now. I'm making this video to be positive, but I have to end it with being honest, because there's a difference between toxic positivity and like just good positivity. I'll be positive and say this Xenoverse collab means a lot, because we could be getting some really cool stuff in Dokkan. And I do know why they are restricting the characters to the crossover team, because they want the game to seem more legitimate in the eyes of players that have never played it. And so obviously to players that have always played it, they're just going to be like, oh, those are the Xenoverse collab characters. We get those once every year. You know what I mean? Like the Dragon Ball Hero. Those are the Dragon Ball Heroes characters. We get those once every year. But to someone who's never played the game, they're going to look at it and be like, who in the fuck is Dark King Demigra? Like, this game is so like, it just looks like Dokkan is a mobile game that doesn't look like a, I guess it does look like a mobile game. Dokkan is a mobile game that is developed in a really well way. Like, it is developed in like a really good way, and especially visually. It just looks like a palace. I hate to new players, you see Dark King Demigra on that team and it looks like a pile of shit. You see Golden Metal Cooler, it looks like a pile of shit. I hate to break it to you. Like, anybody who disagrees with that, you just don't understand marketing. You don't understand like how Dokkan like players view the game. Like Dragon Ball, like people will probably, I think you could probably get like a diehard Dragon Ball fan to understand, like they would probably think like, oh yeah, like I've seen him in media and like Dragon Ball Heroes and stuff. But just like a general Dragon Ball fan is gonna be like, that's slop. Like, that is slop. And that's kind of what Dragon Ball Heroes often is. Or like the, not Xenoverse so much, but just like I wanted to say all collabs with like the other Dragon Ball media is, but like the Xenoverse characters are not slop. Like, this is, yeah, it is. I mean, I'm making fun of the name Super Saiyan Rose Ultra Super Villain Goku Black. You know, Super Saiyan God, like Super Saiyan God Vegeta Ultra Super Villain. Like, it is like a bit like silly, and it is a bit slop, but still at the end of the day, I do see how this could benefit the game. But massive, but I know you guys love those, but I just have to say, like, the game is in the worst state it's been since like years. It's been like, it's honestly been like more than half a decade since the game has been this terrible. The Whis event, if you guys don't know, like the reason the Whis event, I'll make a video on it. The reason the Whis event is bad is just not being able to max out your characters as easily. The link level update was not even half, because like the link level update, yeah, it was RNG, but it wasn't even close to as bad as RNG as like getting God equips for a specific character you want to like max out. I mean, it's just, it is, the game is in a really bad state with all these things. The way they've been handling the difficult content just sucks. And I think no matter what they do, we need to say, after every single tweet I see about Dokkan that is something positive, you need to end it with, but they have temporary red zone content, so this doesn't really mean anything. Because guess what? They drop Demon King Piccolo for Golden Week, and guess what? Like, he drops, where do you use him? And in the new, oh my god, in the new the new Resident Evil Red Zone fights, and it's like, guess what? Those are gone, and those are gone too. And it's like, okay, their performance in there didn't matter. Like those Majin Buu Resident Evil Red Zones, the performance in there didn't matter. Like, it all just doesn't matter. None of it matters. Nothing matters this year. So that's why I'm kind of I'm like chillaxing on Dokkan, and I'm not actually playing it, because I really don't think anything about Dokkan matters whatsoever this year.